Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Abhishek Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks opposition not to question the valour of armed forces but be proud of them. Prime Minister inaugurates several development projects in Gujarat, including the first phase of Ahmedabad Metro Rail project. Air Chief Marshal Birender Singh Dhanoa asserts Indian Air Force planes did hit the terror targets in Balakot. France reiterates support for India's permanent membership of the UN Security Council. Mahashivratri being celebrated with great religious fervour across the country. Lakhs of devotees take dip at Sangam in Prayagraj. And in cricket, Indian bowlers Jhulan Goswami and Shikha Pandey in top 5 in ICC Women's ODI rankings. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today asked opposition to stop questioning the valour of country's armed forces. Speaking after inaugurating various development projects at Jamnagar in Gujarat, he said the entire nation agrees that the menace of terror has to be eliminated. He said, "We should be proud of our armed forces." Mr. Modi said that if India had Rafale aircraft during the recent airstrike on terrorist camps, then the result would have been more positive for the country. Referring to Ayushman Bharat, the Prime Minister said India is home to one of the biggest healthcare programs in the world, and the coming of this initiative ensures top quality and affordable healthcare for the poor. Mr. Modi was speaking after inaugurating 750 beds annex of Guru Gobind Singh Hospital in Jamnagar. On the first day of his two-day visit to Gujarat, the Prime Minister inaugurated the first phase of Ahmedabad Metro Rail project and laid the foundation of the second phase of the project. After flagging off the 6.5-kilometer stretch of the first phase from Vastral station to a paddle park, Mr. Modi took a ride in the metro for about 1 kilometer. The Prime Minister said the country had a total of 250-kilometer long metro network till 2014, and now it has increased to 650 kilometer after the 55-month rule of NDA government. He said the metro projects will not only add to connectivity, but will also reduce travel time.
अहमदाबाद वासियों का बहुत बड़ा सपना वो आज हकीकत में बदल गया। 10,000 करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा की लागत से बन रही इस मेट्रो से अहमदाबाद के लोगों के जीवन में बड़ा बदलाव आने वाला है। इससे अहमदाबाद में ट्रैफिक से जुड़ी समस्याओं को कम होगी ही, पर्यावरण का नुकसान भी कम होगा।
Mr. Modi said that launching of National Common Mobility Card (NCMC) is another achievement of the government. He said that India is now in the few countries of the world which have one card, one nation based indigenous automatic fare collection system. The Prime Minister also dedicated to the nation the new building of 1,200-bed ultra-modern super specialty hospital, Medicity at Ahmedabad Civil Hospital campus. That apart, he inaugurated a 590-bed cancer hospital, a 255-bed eye hospital, and a dental hospital with 360 dental chairs in the same campus. Mr. Modi also inaugurated the 51-kilometer-long Patan-Bindi railway line by digitally flagging off a goods train. He also laid the foundation stone of 78.8-kilometer-long Anand-Godhra railway line doubling project. Our correspondent reports that inauguration of the series of hospitals with modern facilities will give boost to the healthcare sector in the region. The Prime Minister also distributed the gold cards to the beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, PMJAY, and Ayushman Bharat Yojana. More from our correspondent.
During the day, Prime Minister Modi has launched and laid foundation stone of series of projects which will increase the healthcare, irrigation, drinking water, road and railway infrastructure and transport facilities in the state. The commuters of Ahmedabad city have enjoyed their first metro ride after flagging off 6.5-kilometer stretch from Vastral to April Park out of 40-kilometer long first phase. The launching of National Common Mobility Card NCMC based on indigenous automatic fare collection system, also a new gift to the people. Yogesh Pandey, Air News, Ahmedabad.
Prime Minister will launch the national scheme to provide 3,000 rupees monthly pension to unorganized sector employees at Gandhinagar tomorrow. Railway Minister Piyush Goyal gave the information in Tuticorin today. Mr. Goyal was speaking after inaugurating various development schemes in southern parts of Tamil Nadu. He also dedicated to the nation's solar and wind power projects built at a cost of 8,000 crore rupees. The projects are expected to improve power situation in various districts such as Tuticorin, Tirunelveli and Kanyakumari. Indian Air Force Air Chief Marshal Birender Singh Dhanoa has dismissed reports that the February 26 airborne Balakot strike missed the terror targets. He participated in the ceremony to present the President's colour to the Sulur-based 5-base repair depot near Coimbatore this morning. Later talking to the press, the Air Chief Marshal said Pakistan tried to retaliate only because the Indian Air Force operation has been successful.
The target has been clearly amplified by the Foreign Secretary in his statement. And of course, if he planned to hit the target, we hit the target. Otherwise, why would he have responded? If he had dropped bombs in the jungle, there's no need for him to respond.
The Air Chief Marshal said the number of casualties due to such operations would be disclosed only by the government, as the Air Force does not assess the exact number of casualties. He said the MiG-21 Bison was used in the operation against intruding F-16 aircraft of Pakistan, as they have been upgraded to the level of a 3.5 generation asset. President Ramnath Kovind has asserted that India remains firmly committed to peace, but will use all its might to protect its sovereignty if the need arises. He was speaking at a function at the Sulur near Coimbatore this morning, where he awarded colours to the 5-base repair depot at the airbase and the Hakimpet station. He said the country's armed forces, exemplified by the air warriors, reflect India's firm resolve to defend the nation.
Our armed forces, exemplified by their air warriors, who stand before us, reflect our firm resolve to defend our nation. Their valor and professionalism was on display very recently, as the Indian Air Force carried out preemptive strikes on a known terrorist camp.
President Kovind noted that the Indian Air Force is in the process of a comprehensive modernization plan, keeping pace with the latest advancements. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on our Twitter @AIR News Alerts.
पापा, हमारा पक्का घर बन जाने पर नया सामान लोगे ना?
क्या चाहिए हमारी बेटी रानी को?
मेरे लिए एक स्टडी टेबल, चेयर और किताबें रखने के लिए एक अलमारी।
हाँ, हमारी बेटी पढ़ लिख कर बड़ी अफसर बनेगी।
क्यों रानी को झूठे सपने दिखा रहे हो?
अरे ये सच है। प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना शहरी स्कीम के अंतर्गत अब हमारे पक्के घर का अधूरा सपना होगा पूरा।
सच?
जी हाँ, अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने स्थानीय शहरी निकाय से संपर्क करें।
हाउसिंग फॉर ऑल, सबके लिए घर, ये हमारा सपना भी है और संकल्प भी है।
जमीन के नीचे पानी का स्तर तेजी से नीचे गिर रहा है। कई गांवों में नल और कुएं सूखे हुए हैं और पानी के लिए उन्हें मीलों दूर जाना पड़ता है। उनकी पानी की समस्या को आप दूर कर सकते हैं अपना डोनेशन देकर। डोनेशन देने के लिए पानी का नल कहीं व्यर्थ खुला देखें तो बंद कर दें।
आपका ये छोटा सा डोनेशन है पर्यावरण में बड़ा योगदान, और यही है आपका ग्रीन गुड डीड। ग्रीन गुड डीड्स मतलब कुछ हरे भरे काम अपनी धरती के नाम। पर्यावरण, वन एवं जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय द्वारा पर्यावरण हित में जारी।
France has reiterated its support for India as a permanent member of the UN Security Council, UNSC. France, which assumed the March presidency of the UNSC, reiterated its support for India, Germany and Japan as permanent members of an expanded council. French permanent representative to the UN, François Delattre, told reporters that enlargement of the powerful UN body in both permanent and non-permanent categories is the first crucial part towards UNSC reform. He said the reform of the Security Council through its enlargement is one of the key areas and key priorities of their diplomacy. Germany will assume the UNSC presidency in April. India has been calling for the reform of the UN Security Council along with Brazil, Germany and Japan for long, emphasizing that it rightly deserves a place at the UN high table as a permanent member. France, a veto-wielding permanent member of the 15-nation Security Council last month, moved a fresh proposal in the UNSC along with the US and the UK to designate Pakistan-based terror group Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar as a global terrorist. Pakistan's forces resorted to heavy shelling and firing in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir this evening. A defense spokesperson told AIR the Pakistan troops started unprovoked firing, which prompted the Indian army to retaliate effectively. They targeted Indian forward posts and villages along the line of control in Shahpur sector. The intermittently exchange of fire was continuing when reports last came in. There was no report of any casualty from Indian side so far. Meanwhile, an exchange of fire between terrorists and security forces in South Kashmir's Pulwama district began late this evening. The gunfight broke out during a cordon and search operation at Riashi Mohalla area of Tral subdivision. Security sources said there could be 2 to 3 terrorists in the area. They said there was no report of any casualty in the operation so far. Details are awaited. A high-level delegation of the Election Commission of India, ECI, that arrived in Srinagar on a 2-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir today met representatives of 12 political parties to seek their opinion regarding the conduct of elections in the state. The ECI team also held a marathon meeting with the civil and police authorities, including Divisional Commissioner Kashmir, Zonal Police Chief, Deputy Commissioners and District Police Chiefs of Kashmir and Ladakh divisions. The ECI team reviewed the state of preparedness of various departments of civil and police administration for ensuring free and fair elections. Former Biju Janata Dal MP Baijayant Jai Panda joined the BJP at party headquarters in New Delhi today. He also met BJP President Amit Shah. Welcoming his induction into the party fold, Union Minister and senior BJP leader Dharmendra Pradhan said Mr. Panda accepted the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP Chief Amit Shah and decided to join the party. Mr. Pradhan said his induction will give a boost to the BJP in Odisha. In Karnataka, the Coordination Committee of the Congress-JDS coalition government today failed to arrive at a seat-sharing formula for forthcoming Lok Sabha elections. The committee, headed by former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, was attended by Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, Deputy Chief Minister Dr. G. Parmeshwar, AICC General Secretary K.C. Venugopal and others in Bengaluru today. JDS is seeking 12 out of 28 Lok Sabha seats in Karnataka. The convener of the committee from JDS, Danish Ali, has said that senior party leader H.D. Devegowda will hold talks with Congress President Rahul Gandhi to arrive at a consensus on seat sharing within a week. You are listening to the news at 9 on All India Radio.
ये चिंटू पकड़म पकड़ी खेलने के लिए निकल गया, चप्पल नहीं पड़ा, ये लग गया ना कांटा। ये था लापरवाही का नतीजा। ऐसे ही पोलियो की खुराक न लेने से पोलियो आपके बच्चे को पकड़ सकता है। अरे भाई, भारत पोलियो मुक्त है पर दुनिया नहीं। ये वायरस जो है दोबारा देश के अंदर प्रवेश कर सकता है। इसलिए जन्म से लेकर के 5 साल तक हर बार अपने बच्चे को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाइए जरूर। 2 बूंद हर बार, जीत रहे बरकरार।
राष्ट्रीय पोलियो दिवस 10 मार्च 2019 स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
The festival of Mahashivratri is being celebrated across the country today with religious fervour and gaiety. Mahashivratri is the most auspicious festival of devotees of Lord Shiva, and the day is celebrated with fervour and devotion. In Uttar Pradesh, lakhs of devotees from all over the world are taking holy dip at Sangam on the occasion of Mahashivratri. Our correspondent reports that the 49-day-long Kumbh Mela will formally conclude tomorrow, and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will attend the function.
On the occasion of Mahashivratri, more than 1 crore 10 lakh devotees from across the world have taken holy dip at Sangam till 5 p.m. in evening. Devotees from far-flung areas of the country continue to reach Mela area, and people will do Isnan till night, as it is the last auspicious Isnan of Kumbh 2019. After the Isnan, devotees are offering prayers at different temples of Lord Shiva. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda and Chief Minister of Maharashtra Devendra Fadnavis also took holy dip at Sangam today. The Kumbh Mela will conclude tonight with the last auspicious bathing of Mahashivratri. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, Kumbh Mela City, Prayagraj.
For the first time in 9 years, 2 Indian bowlers Jhulan Goswami and Shikha Pandey joined the top 5 club in the latest ICC Women's Cricket Rankings for ODI bowlers issued today. Left-handed Indian opener Smriti Mandhana consolidated her position at the top with a career best 797 points. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks opposition not to question the valour of armed forces but be proud of them. Prime Minister inaugurates several development projects in Gujarat, including the first phase of Ahmedabad Metro Rail project. Air Chief Marshal Birender Singh Dhanoa asserts Indian Air Force planes did hit the terror targets in Balakot. France reiterates support for India's permanent membership of the UN Security Council. Mahashivratri being celebrated with great religious fervour across the country. And in cricket, Indian bowlers Jhulan Goswami and Shikha Pandey in top 5 in ICC Women's ODI ranking. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.